Welcome, everyone, to Huntington, West Virginia, Jones C. Edwards Stadium, home of the Marshall Thundering Herd. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Louisiana Raging Cajuns, taking on the 22nd ranked team in the land, the Marshall Thundering Herd. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Marshall will kick off to get the festivities started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Raging Cajuns offense will have first crack at this one. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Sampson. At the 40, there he goes. Flying out to the left. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Raging Cajuns.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. From inside the 10, here he comes. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. On the ground, it's Allen. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. Dropping back, it's Boley. Here's a heat. Finds his man, it's Rogers. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Hand off from the shotgun. He gets it past the chains, and it'll be a first down for Marshall. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Got a man, it's Rogers. All right, guys, let's chat for a minute about Marshall. Great pickup on the defensive front. 3-star defensive lineman gives a verbal commitment last week, and you really need to bring good talent into the program. Maybe diamonds in the rough. At this level, that's how they thrive.
Oh, there's no doubt. And just some of these guys, they're not as refined, but they've got the tools, right? And so I think he's got the tools, and this is a guy that you can build around on that defensive line. You need all the big...
There he goes. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Herd! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
What I like about this running back is he can do it different ways. He can hurt you running between the tackles. He's got great vision, but he's also got a lot of speed. And I love the fact that this offense can go option. They can trust the quarterback to make the right decision, pitch it out to him wide, and then you see the speed. There's so many different ways in the running game. This guy can hurt you, and you saw it right there on that long, explosive play.
two-point conversion attempt is on the way. Looking to throw. Using the quick game. He's into the end zone for the 2, and he gives them the lead. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. With the last drive in for a touchdown, they'll try to do it again on this one. Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Raging Cajuns moving quickly to the line.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Smith dropping to pass. Gets it out fast. Oh, he's got some space. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. With jet sweep pass. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. And the Raging Cajuns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Buys a little time. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. The Raging Cajuns can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
And the Raging Cajuns back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Under fire. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about. An ill-advised play by that defender as he makes contact with the quarterback well after the throw, and it'll cost his defense. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Quarterback on the keeper. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Keeps it on the draw. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Smith wants to throw. Bringing the heat. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And they go back on top. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. UTEP is in front. They've owned the line of scrimmage today, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by 7 over Middle Tennessee. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward in a game that could shake up the CUSA race significantly.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The give on the option. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Caught close to the marker. It's Johnson. Turning on the Jets. At the 20. He's showing it all. The juice, the Jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Leaves it with the running back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Thundering Herd.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And now they'll try to get the 2-point conversion, guys. Looking for a man. It's Boley. He's got a nose for that goal line. First he scored the touchdown. Now he makes his way in for the 2-point conversion.
I like it. Nice execution. Catch the football. Get it out of your hand. Nice rhythm, nice timing for that 2-point conversion.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game today.
Might as well give it to him again. Breaks into the open. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now it's a 1st down from the 43-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Sampson. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
Man, this guy's closing in quickly on 100 yards receiving. We're not even out of the 1st quarter yet. We knew he was going to be a big part of the game plan and the strategy, but every time they've looked his way, he's been making a big play, and that's something the defense, they have to be aware of moving forward.
The Raging Cajuns headed quickly to the line. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
To do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Snagged in the middle, it's Jensen. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. He'll line it up from the right side, a 37-yarder coming up. Nestled just inside that right upright. The lead sliced to 3 at 16-13.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. To the air, it's Bowling. Makes the catch. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. The Thundering Herd trying to dial one up to convert on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Rodgers. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Well, the offense is taking a chance here, staying on the field inside its own 40. That's caught. It's Rodgers. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They just keep firing. The short hands, it's Rodgers. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
He might want another play. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got his man. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive. He'll keep it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. On the ground, it's Wallace. Crosses the 30, he's got away. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the 2nd level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. Trying to barge their way in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Marshall quick to the line. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Here and going for 2. Scanning the field, it's Boley. He gets across the goal line into the end zone for the 2, and he pushes the lead to 11.
And it's more common to throw for the 2-point conversion than it is to run anymore. So you practice these a lot. You can tell. Nice timing, nice rhythm, in sync, nice 2-point conversion.
Coming out with it, it's Smith. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse, and field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you just simply got to make them.
Caught in the backfield, it's Sampson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. He'll pull it on the read. Got the first down and more. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. And the Raging Cajuns have it with a 1st and 10.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on 2nd down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Smith dropping to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. He's got it on the outside. Touchdown, Cajuns! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Now, I'm not going to argue if this production keeps up as we start the second. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous.
Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Takes it the other way. Still on his feet. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. The Raging Cajuns trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires into the end zone. Intercepted. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Running back searching for a hole. He'll slither through and pick up 3 and get it out to the 10-yard line. Let's talk for a second about Marshall. Good pickup on the recruiting trail last week. 3-star offensive lineman gives him a verbal, and this is the type of talent they need to get into the program and then develop.
Yeah, and this really was more of an emotional decision, I think, for him as well. He's been a fan of this program ever since he was a young boy, and now he's getting a chance to live out his dreams. As a 3-star, he had opportunities to go elsewhere, to play in better conferences against better competition, but this for him felt like home, and now he has a chance to go out and live that dream.
On 4th down, going to the air. Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Setting up the screen, and that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Marshall comes to the line way behind the sticks here on 2nd and long. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game.
Oh, he wants it all. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive. They'll give it to the back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Pressure coming. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
Well, to heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. The Thundering Herd picked up a fresh set of downs by keeping it on the ground. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop.
And the defense, man, playing aggressive, playing uphill, playing in the backfield. Nice job getting penetration, getting that pass before it really even gets started. Nowhere to go, nowhere to run. Nice job by the defense.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run.
Touchdown, Marshall! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week in CUSA, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. UTEP is down right now inside the Sun Bowl, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born today in El Paso. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Middle Tennessee. Two fan bases with very different emotions in CUSA as we send it back to you.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And the Raging Cajuns are in the hurry-up. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
They're going to ride this running back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Raging Cajuns with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Caught over the middle. It's Sampson. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Raging Cajuns with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Rockwell. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Well, the ball hasn't hit the ground very often for this guy in this game, right? He's even still, after that incompletion, over 80% throwing, which is key. Because last game, he was under 50% on his throws. He went back to work, worked on his fundamentals, and that's really showing up here.
7th play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. Wide receiver going in motion. Smith wants to throw. Under fire. Caught in the backfield, it's Jensen. They don't get nearly enough on 3rd down. 4th down coming from the 48. The Raging Cajuns will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Here's the return. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown. Turning it on. The 30. 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Herd! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. He'll bring it out. It's Dennis. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Motion from the wide receiver. Smith dropping to pass. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. 2nd down, he'll throw it. The screen, he can go. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Pulls it in down the sideline. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Smith wants to throw. Caught. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. And the Raging Cajuns want to crank the tempo. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
Yeah, another good run. I feel like we could put that on loop, Jesse. Just another good run, another good run, another good run. Over 150 yards on the day. He's been the complete package, showing off all his skills today.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They want to run this quarterback. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be.
He lets it fly. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Throws to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Smith dropping to pass. He's got him. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Working that left side now. He finally goes out of bounds, but you better check that laundry on the field.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Look, you want to make the quarterback feel you. You want to get pressure in his face. That was so close, but just a tad late. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. He'll do it himself. Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Louisiana. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I'm not going to say that was a must score, but that was a must score. And this offense delivers right before the half. Everything's starting to pick up. Hopefully now you build some momentum. You cut it to a 2-score game. Got to build on this momentum in the second half.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Bangs it through for an extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. USF fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. Thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough and could just find a way. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Oregon State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Gets it away off his back foot. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to pass. It's Boley. It's complete to the right.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Caught near the sticks. It's Rogers. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down. They've got it at the 40. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Looking downfield, and time is running short. The sure hands, it's Allen. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a 1st down, and they have to show some urgency here. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Now on 1st down from the 28. Looking to throw on 1st down. Lets it fly deep downfield. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. The holder will kneel at the 24, a 34-yarder coming from the right hash. And this one is perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there today in Huntington. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. 2 workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Jones C. Edwards Stadium.
The Raging Cajuns will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
There he goes. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. It's complete, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Thundering Herd! The AT unit on the field. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. They march 79 yards on the drive. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Dennis. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Finding an escape route. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Off play action. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And not much else could go wrong. A defensive touchdown as they keep piling it on.
It's a defense that plays with great effort. You saw it right there. Creating the fumble, jumping on the loose ball for a score. What a momentum-shifting play.
Now the two-point conversion attempt is coming. To the air, it's Boley. They're working that left side. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead.
And your defense just came away with a huge scoop and score, so you try to capitalize on the momentum boost. You go for 2, and you get it. Nice job.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Dennis. Slips through the line. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. Here's the handoff. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are...
Oh, he's got some space. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making the play.
Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Handoff from the gun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
And the Raging Cajuns now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Makes the grab on the left. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains because of his ability after the catch. It's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
The Raging Cajuns are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll run play action. Catch in the middle, it's Sampson. Touchdown, Raging Cajuns! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not one, not two, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
He'll try to tack on one more. Right down the boulevard. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Gives it on the option. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The throw. Makes the grab. It's Allen. At the 45 on his way. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. On the option. The pitch. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. Marshall comes to the line way behind the sticks here on 2nd and long. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Marshall needs a near miracle on this 3rd and long. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Marshall will be forced to punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock him up close to their goal line. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled, you realize what's going on. Now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating it.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And, man, this offense just searching for some way to climb back and get back into this game. They're down by 1,000, and it's not looking good. And you can't even protect your quarterback on 3rd down. Like, everything going the other direction.
And the Raging Cajuns line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Makes the catch around the 50. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for in a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Marshall might try to catch this defense thinking run here on 2nd and inches. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? Got it looking for a first. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Quarterback on the keeper. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Marshall!
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they tacked on the extra point.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Raging Cajuns send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the 2nd half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
No doubt, offense wants to keep running the football to win this game, but I'm wondering if they're starting to go to the well too often. They got to start showing some new wrinkles here in the 2nd half.
Quick toss. Gets it past the marker. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play. They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. Rides the back on the option, the give. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. Guys, it is Marshall carrying the lead into the quarter break. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. So the final period starts with a second down play. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Power football with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun. The running back has it. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule. It makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Pocket breaking down. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And the Raging Cajuns will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Here's the pressure. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
This was my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big, late in the game, you know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those deep passes. It is hard to play offensive football in this situation.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good and build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
And this is a tough spot for the QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart because this defense, you can tell, bringing in extra bodies, playing the pass, maybe take the dink and dunk, let your guys make some plays because they are definitely playing.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Gonna look downfield again. Almost. And the completion just missed it.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one. And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Cajuns. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. North Carolina is putting on an offensive clinic. They've built a big lead, and this one is approaching blowout territory. They're up 14 over Syracuse. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
The give from the gun. Breaks into the open. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The clock is my friend. If I can do this late in the ball game with a lead and I can continue to run the football and they have no answers, well, then I'm going to walk away with a win. So, listen, I wouldn't change a thing. I'd keep pounding the football, keep running the clock.
Gonna run it. It's Wallace. Got the 1st down. Looking for more. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. Just going to keep it after the snap. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Marshall trying to make this red zone trip pay off. They go to the ground. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a first down.
Pass interference. Defense.
This offense needs all the help they can get today, and that pass interference penalty is a much-appreciated lifeline. Marshall looking for the score on 1st and goal. He'll keep it himself. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2.
It doesn't matter what run play you have called, if you're running it inside or outside. If the defense gets penetration, everything is done. And you saw it on that play right there. Great job by the D.
On the ground. Touchdown, Hurd! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9.
And the offense takes control of this football game. I'll tell you what, this offense doesn't wow you in every position. They've got some good players. They find a way to put drives together. They find a way to score. But this team is undefeated. This team is a force to be reckoned with, continuing to stay undefeated.
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. They'll start this drive with a pass. Caught behind the line. It's Smith. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
You've got to love what you're seeing if you're the head coach of this team, because your defense is simply not resting on their laurels, and they're playing until there's zeros on the clock. They've got a massive lead. We're late in the 4th quarter, and they're still getting sacks.
The Raging Cajuns have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. He'll pull it on the read. Turning it on. Picks up the 1st down. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Draw play, quarterback keeps it.
Brings up 2nd down.
And the Raging Cajuns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Now they'll run the draw. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Still looking, on the move. Still running at the 40. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. From the gun, the running back has it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Smith. They've got enough space. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Louisiana.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Ready to try the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
Right down the middle. An 84-yard drive there. And they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6.
Louisiana, 48.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop him.
Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field. Seemingly it will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. What a treat to be here in what is called the prettiest little stadium in America, home to the Georgia Southern Eagles in Statesboro. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the Marshall Thundering Herd, squaring off with another Sun Belt foe, the Georgia Southern Eagles. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Thundering Herd offense takes the field for the first possession of the game. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Oh, he's got some space. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
And that play there is essentially a microcosm of why this guy's the leading rusher in the nation and why he's in contention for the Heisman Trophy. This guy's got speed, open field running ability. He can
pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Marshall comes to the line way behind the sticks here on 2nd and long. Using his legs, it's Wallace. Got room at the 35. Sprinting away. The 20. He's at touchdown. Thundering Herd. Once he got some room, it was over.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the final touch, courtesy of that 76-yard sprint to the house. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Eagles offense will get the ball for the first time. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And that's going to be the challenge for this offense tonight, is holding up against this pass rush. They are one of the best defenses in the entire nation because of their ability to get pressure on the quarterback. They're going to have to do a much better job tonight protecting their guy, or they've got no shot.
And the Eagles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking for a man, it's Savage. Got his man quickly. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and...
A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down, and an excellent throw, too. Georgia Southern about to snap it on another 1st and 10. Hands it off. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Pulls it in, it's Green. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make a miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Oh, they're after him. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And how about this defense? Your offense goes right down the field, scores on the 1st drive, and now you come out, get a big sack on 3rd down, and force a punt. You talk about creating momentum early and shutting the home crowd up. Mission accomplished.
Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Makes the grab, it's Johnson. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Turns it on in midfield. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Marshall got that running game going on the last play. Let's see what they have here. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Here's a heat. Got him downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Marshall trying to make this red zone trip pay off.
Here we go.
From the gun, running back gets to give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. All right, guys, let's chat for a minute about Marshall. They've climbed into the top 15, reached a little bit of a checkpoint, haven't they? Playoff is 12 teams. But it's right about this range that people start tuning in to see what you can do, to see if you're the real deal. Isn't that right, David?
Yeah, and cheering against you, right? Like a lot of times because their teams are doing well or competing with you. But let's see if the squad can build on the momentum. Starting to get some momentum, some love now, Jesse.
Touchdown, Marshall! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
The offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Ware. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in it.
Looking downfield, it's Savage. Under fire. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And there he is, the nation's leader in sacks, coming up with yet another one. Week after week, teams try to find a way to stop this guy. They just can't figure him out. He's too big, he's too fast, and he has a knack for getting to quarterbacks.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Marshall takes over the ball. The Thundering Herd offense coming out. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Breaks into the open. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Bowley. That's reeled in, it's Rogers. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
And he's been the go-to guy all year long. Like, he's in the top 5 in all of college football in receiving yards for a reason. They're going to find him because he's always open, making plays. This dude has been unbelievable. He's being mentioned in the Heisman conversation. That is really hard to do as a wide receiver, so that shows you what kind of special year this young man's having.
On the option, he'll pitch it. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll try to get it through the air. Couldn't find anybody open, just threw it away, and that's a smart move. You want to avoid the turnover, especially in the red zone. It'll be 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs. If you want to look on the bright side, at least you can pile up a bunch of yards if you can move the ball because it is a long way to the end zone. They'll leave it with him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, what a game this guy has been having, living in the opponent's backfield. Already has 2 sacks in the game, and now he gets a TFL. He is so athletic, so quick twitch, so slippery, they just can't block him.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Bring in the heat. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack. Maybe this gets them.
He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Herd. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Ohio State is in front. They've led for most of the game. However, Brutus isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 4 over Northwestern. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Off the play fake on first down. Finds the tight end. He gets it up close to the 25. Out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. This should be the last play of the quarter. Looking downfield, it's Boley. Pulls it in, it's Johnson. Turning it on! They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached the break, and Marshall is on top. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. So after the break, they'll go back to work.
Here we go.
On the run, it's Wallace. At the 40, there he goes. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
From the 33, it's 1st and 10. To the air on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Let's talk for a second about Marshall. They were really excited about the verbal commitment from a 3-star quarterback. They really need to get good talent like that, guys who can develop and potentially become stars.
Well, this is a program that's not used to having this talented of a quarterback coming out of high school. Oftentimes, this program has had to develop guys so that they're ready by their junior or senior year to have success. This guy changes that dynamic a little bit, though, and because of it, you can see fans are so excited about the future.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Off the play fake. Going for 6. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And a golden opportunity slips away from the defense there. That's one he'd love to have back. He knows he should have come away with the interception there in the red zone.
Unleashes to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And this offense put together a really good drive, man. Like, that was a good drive, but third down in the red zone when the field starts to shrink, they really struggle to try to find a play to get someone open.
Let's it fly. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough. Because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against the run. So I look for this offense to be more physical, be creative, try to find ways to run the ball against this defense that is so dynamic.
Well, not much the defense could do there. The defensive end crashed down thinking the running back had it, but nice job of the ball handling there by the QB.
Just trying to avoid negative plays, continue to put stress on the defense. That's what he does there.
And that's a play this guy can run in his sleep, too. They rep this over and over and over. It's like clockwork for this guy.
He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
The Eagles are on the move. Tight end now in motion. They're going back to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Here comes the heat. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
Yeah, I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on those scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got guys that can make plays in space. They need to focus on them and get them the ball this drive.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Dropping back, it's Boley. Unloads it downfield. Grabs it inside the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Thundering Herd.
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment be danged. You talk about home field advantage. Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off.
Georgia Southern, 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, punt. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
Great place to start for this offense. Looking to throw on first down. Tight end finds a soft spot. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Marshall quick to the line.
For the offense.
To throw, it's Boley. Rushes on him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Marshall.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
Getting set for the point after. And they tack on the extra point for a 35-0 lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. Virginia Tech is in front. They've played awfully well today. And while there's no Michael Vick out there, this group is fighting. They're up by 7 over NC State. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Anderson with the carry. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Eagles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give to the back. Look out, he's got room. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground. He gets north fast.
Leaves it with the back. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks. That's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response. Just a sack party.
Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution.
All kinds of room to the right. Past the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Hurd! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass, it's Savage. Wide open downfield. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes...
There he goes! Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks. That's just ridiculous.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Finds his tight end. He gets inside the 40 to the 39, but he is still well short of that first down marker. It'll be 4th down. Hey, we're getting close to halftime, and it looks as if the big fella wants to be all over the highlights.
Goodness gracious, he is open. When he leaves the huddle, apparently he's open. A ton of catches already early in this ball game. They are featuring him and finding him.
Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. And here comes the punt team.
On to kick it away.
And he can't quite get it down or out of bounds. It's into the end zone for a touchback. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Dropping back, it's Boley. Makes the catch, it's Allen. On the move at the 30. Breaks into the open on the left. Just keeps moving. He's at the 20. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Thundering Herd.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Here comes the 2-point try. From the gun. He makes the grab for the 2. I don't know why you need to go for 2 there, but they do, and it's successful.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Got it in the middle. It's Green. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Back to pass, it's Savage. Makes the grab. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go. Georgia Southern in a hurry. Second down, they'll go to the air. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Makes the catch. It's Rogers. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Thundering Herd to the line, facing a 2nd and short. They're going to run it. Hard running there. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. 5 fires to the big fella. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. Never a doubt. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Statesboro. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the prettiest little stadium in America.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys. You got guys out of the portal. You put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
Back to throw, it's Proctor. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. The Eagles come to the line with a new set of downs.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins.
Oh, he's got some space. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David. They're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
Marshall takes over the ball. The Thundering Herd offense coming out. Out of the gun, the inside give. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Quarterback on the keeper. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but there's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great effort by that guy.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Marshall will be forced to punt. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way.
It's picked off and another empty drive.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
From the gun, running back on the move. Past the sticks, and he may get more. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And it's runs like that, man, where he just shows you a little bit of everything that is the reason why he's in the Heisman race. Like, this dude leads the nation in rushing for a reason. They hand him the football a lot. They trust him, and he continues to deliver and make big play after big play. This dude is an absolute superstar.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looks as if he's going to run it. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world, so he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Looking for room, it's Wallace. And they're able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on fourth. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And he'll try to knock through a short one, his second of the day, this one from 23. Oh, they fake it, and the kicker's looking to pass. And the pass is incomplete off the fake field goal, and sometimes you just outsmart yourself. You want to be bold and daring, but sometimes you got to know when to just take the 3. Off play action on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Gregory. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done, though.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They're not afraid to let one fly from back here. Couldn't get it out in the end zone, and it's a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
They'll get set for the free kick after the safety. Creates a little space.
The returner is tackled down at the 31. And
Marshall takes over the ball. The Thundering Herd offense coming out. Leaves it with the back. Runs through a tackle. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Marshall might go for a big play here on 2nd and short. Gives it on the option. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Here comes the option. Now the toss. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
It leads to second down.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Motion from the wideout. They'll run it from the gun. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. They're facing a 3rd down. From the shotgun, the inside give. Picks up the first down, still moving. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive. The give to the back. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Thundering Herd picked up a fresh set of downs by keeping it on the ground. They'll try the run. They make the stop inside the 25, working closer to that red zone, a gain of 6. Line of scrimmage will be the 24. The Thundering Herd to the line, facing a 2nd and short. Right back to the well. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21. The Thundering Herd needing less than a yard here on 3rd down. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Breaks into the open. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. The Thundering Herd picked up a fresh set of downs by keeping it on the ground. Quarterback will keep it. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Calls his own number. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. 3rd and goal for the offense. On the move. Touchdown, Marshall! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on the extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, every game in the Big Ten so very critical. How about this one today? Maryland has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe there in College Park. They're up by a field goal over UCLA. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
They try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together, get some good mojo going.
It's a reverse. That did not fool anybody. The defense right there to knock him down for the big loss. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, it's Proctor. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly, and that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
At the 41-yard line. First down for the offense.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Right back to the well. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Let's go. Rides the back and leaves it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Marshall comes to the line facing 3rd and long. The give on the option. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Yeah, and really good 3rd down situational defense. You know it's 3rd and long. You know the pass play's coming. Defense was ready. Nice job forcing the 4th down.
So how good you feeling right now if you're on offense in this situation? You want to just play conservative? You want to punt it over and let your defense finish out the game? Or do you trust your quarterback to go make a play and win the game right now?
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. To the ground with the back. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down at the 49. Solid run on the last play. Sets this offense up on first down. They'll give it to him again. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Proctor. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. On the run, it's Wallace.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They'll go to the toss. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. The give to the tailback. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Marshall will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical.
Turning it on! Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the 1st down.
I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this one.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that play if you want to do that. My goal now is with this lead, if you want to run it, so be it, but just don't give up the big plays. Let that clock continue to roll. Make him earn it all the way down the field and take a lot of time off that clock.
Under fire. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
What can you say about the impact this dude has had on this game? He has been completely unblockable all game long, guys. That's his 3rd sack of the game.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Back to throw, it's Proctor. Pocket breaking down. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
Well, the defense is not taking their foot off the gas. They've got a huge lead. We're early in the 4th quarter, and still they're getting pressure on this quarterback, registering a sack.
Georgia Southern brings on the punt team.
On to punt it away.
You couldn't dial it up much better than that as he knocks it out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. To the ground. He's got it again. There he goes. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
Give to the back. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. The Thundering Herd picked up a fresh set of downs by keeping it on the ground. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man. The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. The give and tick, 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 tick. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
The option look. Now the pitch. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run it from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
From the gun, the ground game. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down.
Spider.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll try to sneak it. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
On the play.
Well, we've seen this a couple times on this drive now, but having a lot of success with the quarterback sneak, and There's something going on up front right now, whether it's just the offensive line getting a better push or he's finding the crease to the right side of the center or to the left side. Whatever he's doing, it's working. The defense has not been able to stop him when they just ride the center and the QB sneaks.
And they'll take a knee. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meat face, ball game over.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.